All right, there was a video of me. I just got through reading and everything, and I was talking about where there's a cause, there's an effect of everything. If you overeat and all of that, you get overweight. If you don't follow certain rules and stuff like that, eating too much starch can give you diabetes and all that type of stuff. Where there's a cause, every a cause having every effect, cause have an effect. All right, y'all gonna see the rest of the other videos, so get ready to watch me reading and explaining every once in a while, talking about how to fix a solution. All right, go ahead and watch the video. Check this video out. This video gonna be about, it's like a clip of debate, and the video is about 39 minutes or 17 seconds, I forgot. But it's going to be talking about how the black woman chooses and these are the curses of Deuteronomy 28, how they choose the man who is sleeping with a bunch of women. And the woman said, I don't sleep with a man if he's sleeping with a bunch of chicks, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, well, the guy that don't sleep with a bunch of chicks, you wouldn't sleep with him. You wouldn't give him the box. And she was like, what? Like it didn't make sense. Now watch this, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna give my final thoughts with a scripture from Ezekiel chapter 16 and verse 32. I'll be back with my final thought, and then I'm gonna come back and I'll probably give my we'll see how it all play out. All right, I'm gonna roll the clip and let y'all see. It's gonna be about how our women punishes us and we fit the curses. I'm gonna give y'all a scripture in Ezekiel chapter 16:32, where the woman and the man, they're talking about how our women treat us, and the woman said, I want y'all to notice, the woman said, well, I don't like to sleep with a man if he done slept with a bunch of women. And he was like, well, no, the man that don't sleep with a bunch of women, y'all don't give him the box. And the woman was like, what? And she looked with a surprised look on his face, because he was debunking the lies that she was talking about. And I'm going to come back and get a scripture.
Men can be hoes.
I ain't no man being no hoe.
I know a hoe. I know a few of them.
No, you know a that's been clapping cheeks and he out here being successful.
No.
Wow. You think that us as women respect a man that sleeps with multiple women? Because me personally, I don't.
It's very simple. You wouldn't even talk to the guys that couldn't sleep with women.
What?
You wouldn't notice the dudes that couldn't sleep with women.
I don't like
You
When the
wouldn't,
last time you went to CVS?
About 3 days ago.
And you ain't noticed no guys in there, did you?
Oh, man.
Exactly. The reason why you ain't noticed them, because those in there ain't getting no box. They work at CVS. That's what I'm saying. You only notice the men that's getting
Notice he asked her, when the last time you been to CVS pharmacy? She said 3 days ago. He said, the guy ain't getting no box that don't sleep with a bunch of women. And she was like, look, what? Because it tied up in a corner to where she couldn't say anything, because he really cut her in what she said. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know if I can run this back again and let y'all actually see that clip. I'm gonna try it, because I'm gonna try it. Okay, watch the clip again, because notice she gonna say, well, I don't like sleeping with guys here and slept with multiple of women. Watch and watch how he.
Men can be hoes.
I ain't no man being no hoe.
I know a hoe. I know a few of them.
No, you know a that's been clapping cheeks and he out here being successful.
No.
Wow. You think that us as women respect a man that sleeps with multiple women? Because me personally, I don't.
It's very simple. You wouldn't even talk to the guys that couldn't sleep with women.
What?
You wouldn't notice the dudes that couldn't sleep with women.
I don't like
You
When the
wouldn't,
last time you went to CVS?
About 3 days ago.
And you ain't noticed no guys in there, did you?
Oh, man.
Exactly. The reason why you ain't noticed them, because those in there ain't getting no box. They work at CVS. That's what I'm saying. You only notice the men that's getting
Notice how she said, me personal, I don't sleep with a bunch of men who done slept with a bunch of guys. Me personal, I wouldn't. And then that's when he came back and said that the guy that's actually doing all this and going around sleep, the guy that sleep with a whole bunch of women, you know that like he said something about being successful. Just go back in your own time if you got to watch the video over. Now, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna read Ezekiel 16 and verse 32. But as a wife that committeth adultery, which taketh strangers instead of her husband. Notice it said she gonna take strangers. That means that's going into the Bible's talking about sleeping with a bunch of women. And this is the curse that is up on our people. And you go in Deuteronomy 28, it's gonna point the rest of that out. That's all I want to say. And all right, I'm gonna see y'all later. I meant to say a bunch of women when I read Ezekiel chapter 16, verse 32, where the woman said that listen, it says, but as a wife that committeth adultery, which taketh strangers instead of a husband. The word strangers just simply means going into the Edomite women too. I keep saying women. Going into the Edomite men that our so-called black women and black Hispanic will sleep with. They'll sleep with the other race of women and sleep with a whole bunch of other men and stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? That's why it says take his strangers instead of a husband. When I come back, I'm not going to take time and try to read the whole thing because it's going to take so long to upload this clip. So I'll be back in another video and we're going to talk about this some more. But it says take it strangers, meaning that it debunked the lies of the woman that say a man that sleep with a bunch of women, I don't sleep with them, I don't do those. But he came back with a debunk and told her that the man who don't get the box, you wouldn't even give him the time of the day. And she was like, what? If you pay, just go back and look at that video over again and you'll see what I'm talking about. Take strangers means she gonna sleep with a bunch of men. That's what I was trying to say because I accidentally said the woman sleeping with a bunch of women in the other clip. All right, I want to give y'all another scripture too. It's right here in Ezekiel chapter 16 and verses 25. Thou hast built thy high places at every hand of the way, and has made thy beauty to be abhorred. That means you're making your beauty, you corrupting your beauty by being a prostitute. And has opened thy feet to everyone that passes by, and multiplied thy whoredoms. When they say open your feet, it means a woman opening her legs and having sex with every man. That's what it's talking about. So that's what I want to add with that when people say the stuff that they're saying. Let me read it one more time. Thou hast built thy high places at every hand of the way, and has made thy beauty to be abhorred, and has opened thy feet to everyone that passes by, and has multiplied thy whoredom. That means, and watch this in verse 26, thou hast also committed fornication with the Egyptians, thy neighbors, and great of flesh, and has increased thy whoredoms to provoke me to anger. That means we provoke God to anger. You women, y'all need to hear this especially. That's why the Most High said in Deuteronomy chapter, let's go to it, not Deuteronomy, but Leviticus 19. Let's see, I'm adding more to it. Hopefully I can upload it. Leviticus chapter 19 and verse 29. It says, do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore, lest the land fall to whoredom, and the land become full of wickedness. See, Esau, the Caucasian man ain't gonna tell you that because they're naturally into that wicked stuff. But a brother that care for our sisters is gonna try to tell them different and say, hey, look, don't do this, don't do this. Those are the ways of America. Come back and keep the 613 commandments of the laws of God to the best of your ability. That's all I got to say for right now.